Question 3 of the 2013 practice exam. Question A part 1 is a log 1. Remember, logs are powers. So writing this to put the x on the other side, what we're really saying, the power is x. And we can see that the base is 3. So 3 to the power of x equals 6561. Now you can just do guess and check on your calculator, and you'll find that 3 to the power of 8 equals 6561. So x obviously equals 1. If you want to do it with logs though, we can do the following. We take the log of both sides, bring the x out the front, and finally divide by the log of 3. And we get x equals 8. So for part 2 we see y is the base. What's the power here? Because logs are powers, we're saying that the power is 4. The log of something is 4. Again, you could do this with guess and check on your calculator, or find the fourth root of 1024. And so our answer is 5.657. Because we want the log of 3 in this question, we want to put everything in terms of 3 to the power of. So work out what these two are. Well, 9 is 3 squared, and with a bit of trial and error on your calculator you'll get 3 to the power of 6 equals 729. So substituting those in, 4 powers of powers we multiply, and that's a minus sign in the middle, and when we minus we are dividing. Minus powers means divide the numbers. So we get log of 3 squared, or log 2 log 3. So for question C, what we're doing is we're looking at a substitution for t years since 2000, we want 2013, t is 13. And anyone with a calculator can do that. And now for part 2. This figure here represents the p for the population, so we put that in our formula. Divide by the 84,000. Take the log of both sides, because when t is a power we need to use logs to solve. Bring the t to the front, and we want t by itself, so divide this one by the log of 0.98. And interpret it into the question. We want the year, so that's about 26 years after 2000. 2026. For this one, the town is actually increasing by 3% per year, so we want a population equation. Well, it starts at 40,000, so we put that down first and times it by 1.03 to the power of t. Now the 1.03 is your 3% increase and your whole value. That's important that you add those together, the 100% and the 3%, because it's increasing every year. This is Pacetown, so put Greytown as the equal equation to this one. Instead of doing it this way, you could do guess and check on your calculator, but I'll go down this track. Next, divide by 84,000. Take the log of both sides, bring the t's out to the front, and shift your log of t log 1.03 to the other side. Factorize t from the right hand side, and the final step to isolate t is to divide the left hand side by this expression. So in 14.9 years after 2000 you have you have both towns having the same population, so that's about the time 2015. For this question we're given a hint, so if 4 to the power of k is x, then 4 to the power of 2k would be 16k to the power of k. So that's the same as 16k to the power of k equals x squared. So using the hint and substitution, if I factorize this, it is very similar to the above expression, and we can work out what the factors are and solve it. It's easy to solve the x squared one, so x is 7 or negative 2. Now you can't have a negative log, And we've got there that 4 to the power of k equals x. Take the log of both sides, bring the k out the front, divide by log of 4. And k equals 1.404. And when you try negative 7, you can't have the log of negative 7. There is no value. Excellent. So the most difficult part was understanding that 4 to the 2k is the same as 16k. And then substituting.